I feel like a fucking 158 gigabyte memory card that was supposed to be used for all sorts of amazing memories and editing apps and clothing apps and life organization apps and all these different hobbies you told yourself you would start. And instead, it's just a memory card full of fucking screenshotted memes that you never look at twice and sad screenshots from people who aren't around. I feel like a radiant gem that needs polishing after being tarnished. A sex doll set on fire in the woods and left with no explanation. I'm the Converse shoes in Marie Antoinette's bedroom. I'm a forgotten Aztec god, and I'm the blade you hide in your bedroom in case you finally fucking do it. I am that necklace passed down from generations that broke under your care right when you needed it and thought it was perfect for your taste. I am the 50-50 mix of peroxide and water, rinse that you keep in your mouth for too long and it peels the skin from the inside out. I am the switchblade that you used to carry everywhere during any fun night journey to keep yourself safe before the middle busted. I'm the flat Mountain Dew that stopped being exhilarating for the system and started becoming excruciating on the system. I'm the teddy bear in your closet collecting dust from your childhood. I'm the kefir left in the sun. I am wasted. I am spoiled. I am toxic and I am broken. I wrote that a bit ago. I'm proud of it. It's accurate. I remember when I was younger, somebody told me that the best thing you can do when you feel sad is to compare yourself to an object. Funny enough, that's how some of my best songs I've written have been made. Like, I remember when I was younger, I kind of thought to myself, I feel like someone's fine china, as in someone's very expensive, exquisite, beautiful art that's supposed to be, praised and used and admired, but eventually it was just put on a shelf and neglected, locked away, never to be seen again, never taken out, never treated well. And the only time it'll be noticed is when it inevitably breaks after ages and ages and ages and ages and ages of waiting to be used in a positive manner and not just waiting. And honestly, outside, like that still kind of applies to this day in this sense. Analogies like that can help me figure out my emotions. Like, some days you're just like, wow, I feel like a vase that shattered on the ground in an empty museum or an empty house, and no one's around to pick me up and put the pieces back together. Sometimes it really helps you figure out what's getting to you. I feel destroyed. I know. I had a really good last few days, but maybe I'll put it this way. I had a really good few days because I met someone who I really liked recently. They're very nice. They live very far away. And I like them. And they seem nice. We have quite a bit in common. Not every single thing, but they are there for me. And they are very sweet and thoughtful and enjoyable. And I like learning about their life, and they like learning about mine. And we have a lot in common. The way we overlook certain red flags that we shouldn't. Being non binary, of course, and gay and shit, whatever. Being a sucker for love and craving love and passion and loving the idea of being loved because you just want someone. We have a lot in common: the loneliness, the aching, the yearning, all of that. And yet I'm scared. Sorry, I told myself I just need a friend. I'm gonna be so happy with a friend. I don't need any more romance. I told myself after the last few times, I was like, I don't need to care about anyone else in a romantic manner. It's unhealthy. I know that I'm not healthy. I know that I'm damaged. I know that I'm fucked up. I know I'm scared. I'm not good at suppressing my emotions. I wish I were. If I had a time machine, trust me, I wish that I had a time machine so that some messages and paragraphs could never be sent to people who never open them or read them and feel nothing, who gloss over them and make excuses and never hold themselves accountable. I wish that instead of sending voicemails, I blocked numbers. I wish that instead of seeing potential, I saw pussy ass niggas as pussy ass niggas and never saw them again. I wish that some people got tossed out a lot sooner. This might be a relevant quote, but you know how they say, like, don't toss out the baby with the bathwater or whatever? Sometimes I see people and I think they can be loved throughout their flaws. And so I don't have to just, like, hate, ruin a totally good thing because of one small thing they did, right? Or one flaw that could be worked on, right? But then I'm made to be a fool. Then I'm made to be the person who has to crash out because otherwise she will keep coming back to someone terrible for her. I hate that. I hate that a lifetime of this has led to this for me, where it'll be years before I'll realize something was wrong, that something was bad. Even today, I had people reach out to me about something really traumatic that happened to me at the hands of a man when I was 18. And I finally had people who were nice enough to be like, I'm so sorry, you didn't deserve that. That shouldn't have happened to you. And that was really nice. It just kind of sucks that it's like it's a lifetime of hell. And you get tired, and eventually you're just like, well, how do I know what is and is not a good person? How do I know what is and is not safe? How can I even trust that I'm gonna be good by the time I meet the right person? Am I ever gonna meet the right person? It's so funny. I crave love, but at the same time, if, like, let's say I was dating someone and they offered to be monogamous with me, I would probably say no because I don't want to get hurt. I would want them around, but not permanently, because what if I choose the wrong person and they don't fucking leave? Or worse, I can't kick them out, because that's the thing. I can't always kick these people out. It's hard, because you kind of realize. Sorry. I noticed the reason I stay in abusive relationships is because it's like, okay, can I leave this person? Because if they're gone, any potential food, money, shelter, resources I was getting from them are gone now. All of it. And also, then it's like, okay, am I gonna be okay with going back to just Mountain Dew and laying on my floor? Am I gonna be okay with just nothing but computer time in fetal position crying? Am I gonna be okay with nothing but little walks every now and then, or bus rides that don't go too far from home because I'm scared? Like, and I told myself, I was like, no more romance. I don't want any more romance. I'm gonna focus on just my friends. And I've been doing so well recently. I've been doing great, actually. I've been happy. The last 2 days were the happiest I've been, like, I think all year, which is really saying something. Because, mind you, I liked Mitchell, I liked Hay, but I was so happy these last few days because I made a friend. They just kind of came into my life seemingly out of nowhere, and we got along great. And next thing you know, we were, like, talking all the time, responding to each other, like, whenever we could have the chance to. Like, constant interaction, even though they're far away. And I was happy. I didn't know what they looked like. I didn't know their age, name. I didn't know anything about them. I just thought this is a cool person on the internet. And that works for me. And you want to know what the cool thing is? Eventually, we all decided that we should start doing video calls and stuff. And we started doing voice calls. At first, I thought they were annoying on the voice calls. But then once we got comfortable with each other, they actually started being really, like, engaging and interesting, and we loosened up. And the next thing you know, we're having fun, like, with them showing me their video game collections on Steam, and us laughing each other's ass off and sharing stories and venting to each other and talking. And it's really sweet, and it's really nice. And they ask about my life, I ask about theirs. There's a, like, a mutual care there, and it feels good, and it's lovely. And the next thing you know, you don't even realize, it's like, holy shit, we spent 7 hours on a fucking call. Holy shit, that was nice. And we already were having like nice extent. Like before that, I think we had like a 3 hour long phone call, and I really enjoyed that. And at that point, like I hadn't seen their face for months because I didn't need to. I didn't need to see their face. I thought to myself, this is just a friend. I don't care about their face, race, age, height, none of that shit. Doesn't fucking matter to me. Doesn't fucking matter to me. And you know what happens? Then I found out, like, I don't know. Like, it's. I don't know if I want to say too much information. Let's just say 1 second you're talking to somebody, you're like, oh, this is my cool friend who's non-binary or whatever, and they're cool and a vibe. And then the next thing you know, you're talking to somebody, and then they do an accidental face reveal on Discord. Or next thing you know, you find out their real height. Or next thing you know, you have a 7 hour phone call with them. And you get to learn a lot of, like, deep stuff about, like, stuff going on in their real life, their fears, their job, their life, the times they've loved and lost, their everything about them, or at least a lot of shit about them. Not every single thing, but quite a bit, a sizable amount. And you have fun. And next thing you know, you're realizing, shit, this person's my type. And then it's like, God damn it, nigga, I didn't know you were fucking over 6 feet tall. Don't tell me that. God, and then it's like, God damn it, and you got sexy movie star hair, and a nice jawline, and a nice beard, and a really nice nose, and kind eyes, and a soft, sexy voice, and you're really hot. What the fuck? And then they can't. And then next thing you know, you're getting jealous in phone calls because, and I don't even get jealous as a person. It's extremely rare for me to get jealous. And then next thing you know, like, cause jealousy is one of those things where once I catch myself getting it, I'm like, I'm gonna just stay away from this person. But it's kind of hard to. Let's just say I talked to one of my friends. I was like, holy shit, did you see how they look? Oh my god, they're hot as fuck. And then they said, no, I haven't. But you know what? I also have thought they were hot before I've even seen their face. And I kind of thought to myself, shit, does she have a crush on them too? Fuck. And then it gets complex. It's a long fucking story. But let's just say I had a call with them tonight, and it was. Let's just say I don't have any issue inherently with my homegirl, but it was one of those things where I thought to myself, I'm happy she joined the call, but I think I would have preferred it without her there, personally, just because I know it would have had a certain level of intimacy and deepness. But I guess what's sweet is that after I left the group call and said, hey y'all, I'm just feeling like a little weird tonight, so I gotta bounce. You didn't do anything wrong though, I'll talk to you later, I love you both. Like, they both hung up, and then the person I questioned on DM'd me privately, and they were saying sweet things, and they're probably still messaging me as we speak. And it's giving me chest pains. I'll put it this way, I'm not the safest person. I know that. I know myself very well. I love myself. I do. I'm fucking amazing in so many ways. I'm a truly kind, considerate, caring person. I have a lot of empathy. I have a lot of wisdom and intellect. I truly care about my fellow man. And I want to make sure that the best outcome happens for everybody. But at the same time, I also know it's like, okay, you're also someone who's been threatened with, like, no offense, like, you have as many restraining order threats against you as you do mental disorders, I'm pretty damn sure. Ouch, that actually hurt to say, but it's true. Or, okay, maybe slightly less mental disorders. Wait, more than... I don't know how I phrased the sentence, but let's act like it works, you know what I mean? And if you're wondering, did they ever file the restraining orders? They could not, because it's hard to file a restraining order, number one. And number two, some of the situations did not require a restraining order. Even the cops would look niggas dead in the face and be like, just simply block her. And they'd be like, no, I'm not gonna block her. What if she texts me something weird? And then they'd say, well, we can't just like, oh no, some chick is texting you. We can't fucking... That's not a restraining order offense. Just block her on fucking... What do you mean, you know? But I also have done insane shit. And I don't know, I don't want to share too much of my life, even though I told myself I would be honest on this page. But let's just say, it's like I'm not mentally stable. Like, if you saw how my bedroom looked right now, you'd be like, wow, Tamia, that's bad. My mental health was so bad this passing winter, and actually passing fall, that it took 2 minutes on the phone with a specialist for them to be like, yeah, let's get you a therapist. Like, immediately. And also 2 weeks off work. Do you want 4 weeks off work? Also, do you want pills? We can get you meds if you want. Like, they were really like, shit, this is scary. I'm glad they took me seriously, amen. But, like, It's just, I don't know. I'll put it this way. I was born from two people who have histories of spanning mental disorders. My mom's side, stupid, rageaholic bitch. Fucking lunatic. Just riddled and potentially autistic, but hers went under the radars. But I suspect some shit. I thought it was just OCD with her, but honestly, I could picture. I wouldn't be shocked if certain things were potential autism on her behalf that didn't get caught sooner, but whatever. She's a stupid bitch. Let's not think about her. And then I was born from my biological father, you know, and that happened because it's like, okay, cool. Some dude who comes from a more complex version of lunacy and who I definitely suspect to have autism. Like, no offense, all those fucking, like, nigga, you knew about Boku no Hero Academia more than you knew about your own fucking daughter. Like, bitch. Fuck you, nigga. Suck my dick. Sorry, pardon me. Pardon my language. I still feel a little bad saying that, even though it's like, I don't care about him. I mean, it's like he's a dude. That's a guy. I don't care. I don't think about him. He doesn't really exist in my plane of consciousness very often. But simply put, it's like, okay, I came from his lineage as well. And then his autistic ass met my fucking stupid ass mama, and they gave birth, and it's like, or no, she gave birth. He was an asshole. But regardless, like, I am the result of two stupid ass people fucking consensually in violation of a restraining order. So, shout out to my dad for passing down the restraining order threat gene. So now I'm the type of person where it's like, yippee, I have to open up my fucking gallery on my computer and stare at photos of whoever I'm crushing on from like years ago. Like, I have every photo archived on my computer that they have ever posted to Facebook, even as far as 2010. Don't worry, my niggas are older than me, so I'm not a. It's like, my niggas are older than me, so don't. If you're like, the math is scaring me to me, don't worry. My niggas are older than me. That's all you need to know. Like, I'm not looking at pictures of when they were. Like, I'm just saying. But regardless, I always need to keep a picture on my laptop, or like even as many as 9 pictures open on my laptop at all times of whoever I'm crushing on, so that then I can handle being alive without constantly having them in my line of sight. Is that healthy? Of course it's not, nigga. Of course not. Also, on top of that, I like to not date monogamously, specifically because I know that if it's just one person I'm dating, I'm gonna get loony. I'm gonna experience lunacy. But if I'm dating multiple people, then it's like, cool, I'm only gonna think about you when you're in my line of sight, you know? Like, what's that thing that babies have? Object impermanence. So if you're not in my line of sight, I'm gonna forget about you until you ask me on a date, and then I will vaguely remember the date. I will meet up with you. I will love you within the time period that I think about you, and the second you are gone, you may be on my mind for another 2 hours, but I will probably still be texting like 5 other people and asking how their night's going. That's not exactly the best thing for someone to date. I'm someone who has fought niggas multiple times with a smile on my face as I did it. Multiple times. Well, okay. The second time I didn't smile. But there were plenty of other times that I did. I'm just saying, if you were there, you'd be like, oh, I see why you beat those niggas' asses, but it's like, it's still not good to beat asses. You shouldn't be beating asses. But you shouldn't also try to be, you shouldn't act as if you want your ass beat, is what I'm saying. I'm just saying. I am someone who, like, sometimes I'm really healthy. Other days it's like I will just be like, oh, I'm gonna chug an entire thing of Mountain Dew and mix it with Mike's Harder Lemonade, and I'm gonna call it a Mountain Mike, and I'm gonna climb up that hill, baby, before it comes crashing all down at the end of the day. I'm just saying, it's like, oh, okay, functional alcoholic with caffeine addiction. Multiple mental disorders. Intense anxious attachment and also hints of so fearful attachment as fuck. Yeah. Like, I just like, do I want you to stay? Do I want you to leave? Do I want you as a friend? Yeah, but do I want you as just a friend? I don't know. Do I want to supersede a friendship with you and risk a sexual bond? Fuck no, but also yes. Do I want to risk dating you? Fuck no, but also yes, but still less than the sex. Do I want to know what your dick and balls look like? Yes, but as a friend. Do I want to kiss you sensually and have picnics with you and smile with you in the sun and hold your hand? Yeah, but as a friend, and I'm probably gonna still do that with other people too. Because I don't trust myself to just love one person, because I don't trust other people to love me right, so I want to expand my portfolio, and frankly, by the time I'm 32, whoever puts a ring on it, like, fuck it, you get me for life if you're really that cool. And also, on top of that, I'm a gold digger. Or to an extent. It's one of those things where it's like, like the person I'm questioning on, they already mentioned that they dated someone where it felt like they were their father, and I'm not trying to have somebody have that vibe. Like, nah. I'll put it this way: I like it when a man has enough money where he makes money and I'm the first thing he thinks of. I don't want to hurt this person. I don't want to be someone where it's like, I want them to keep being my friend, where it's like, oh yes, you go girl boss, be a misandrist, make that fucked up ass joke, cause fuck these men, and we're just two cool non-binary homies just vibing. I don't want it to be like, oh, now I'm putting you in a position where it's like you feel like you have to fit certain masculine values, or I wouldn't want it to be like they have to act a certain way. They have to do this. They have to do that. Oh, you make $34 an hour? Cool. Well, now you should start financing my lifestyle. I have this debt to pay it off. I don't like. It's one of those things where it's like I like them as a friend and I want to keep them as a friend, and I am annoyed because my vibrator isn't working and they're also far away, and a lot of reasons that it's implausible. I like them and I get the feeling they like me too. I just don't think it's safe for them to like me, and I don't think I am at a stable place. Because I know takes risks, love takes risks, but we've seen this story before. How many times have you seen me cry on the internet about a man? Or about a crush in general? I told myself that I'm not going to spend any more time this year obsessing over a man or crying over a man. And I've been doing good. Funny enough, I had a date with somebody else today, and I had a pretty nice time. It helped that the guy was boring as fuck. And, like, yeah, boring. I'm going to say it. Like, the date I had today, the guy spent 75% of the time, if not 90% of the time, talking just about recipes. So it's like, okay, I got this fucking Italian dude ranting to me about antipasto and tapenade and how they make hummus. It's like, okay, nigga, roast those bell peppers. I don't. It's like, shut up. He wasn't asking me any questions, so I'm just saying, it's like, ugh. And ugh, I'm just saying, I want to fuck the shit out of my friend. I do. They're very hot. They're very attractive. I like them a lot. I get jealous when I see them talk to other people who are women or femmes, even like, and they're bisexual, so it's like anyone's an option. I'm not, like, I don't mean that in the toxic way. I mean, it's like, it's just kind of funny that my brain is like, I see women as a threat. It's like, bitch, they're bisexual. Shouldn't you see everyone as a threat? If that's the case, shouldn't you? I don't. It's like, I'm just saying, it's like you, if you're gonna be paranoid, be equal opportunist paranoid, not just misogynistic coded. Come on now. But I just find my friend hot, and I'm sure that with time, like, it also doesn't help that I've been ovulating like fucking hell, and my vibrators haven't been working. I charged them all the way up, and they're very hit or miss. It's just a bummer because it's like, come on now, it's like I just got comfortable having a new friend. And then it's like, I was like, I'm so happy that I just have like consistent people I can talk to every day and enjoy my time with and get to know and cherish and care about. And now it's like, uh-oh, now they're really fucking, it's like, now I know they're really fucking hot, and all I can think about is how I want to run my fingers through their hair and look down at them as they're eating me out. In my pre-bedtime fantasies, that is. Don't worry, I've only had two of those so far. It's not, like, I literally only just recently found out what they looked like, but I already kind of started kind of digging them before that. It's so funny. I remember when I could feel my feelings coming, I kind of thought to myself, bit, like, I thought there's a specific tweet that's funny that someone said where it's like, bitch, how do you even fall in love in an online relationship without seeing their face? What, you just fell for their words? You fell for a profile picture? Like, what the fuck? And it's like, and it's like, that's a good point. There could be anybody. And then it's like, It's kind of like that scene in SpongeBob where Squidward's like, "Oh no, he's hot." It's like, "Oh no, this nigga fine as fuck." It's like it's one thing to just be like, "All right, this is my fucking non-binary friend with the slightly like with the interesting voice." Let's put it that way. And they're very cool, and I enjoy their presence, and it's awesome. Like I'm glad I get to talk to them. And then it's like, "Oh no, they're 6'2" with big brown eyes and a kind smile and sharp teeth and a nice nose and a big beard and luscious shiny hair. They have everything I've ever found attractive on a person ever." I'm sure it'll pass. Worst case scenario, I'll put it this way. I think I need to do one of two things. I need to limit interactions with them because if I keep going down like daily phone calls with them, I'm just gonna like I'd rather not tire this out. I still want to have the freshness and the novelty of like a budding beautiful friendship that is full of love and care, but not past like platonically, just platonic. Whether they have feelings for me or not, I don't think we should date. I think that would be a terrible idea. And even if like it's like if I were to consider dating them, it would have to be years. But even then, we saw what happened to the last man with beautiful big brown eyes and a beard and all sorts of attractive shit that I knew for years online and gave a chance. And I remember two things. I thought to myself, wow. One, I wish I met this nigga a lot sooner and that he jumped my bones and had fun with me a lot sooner. And two, boy oh boy, do I wish I never fucked him at all, because we should have just stayed friends. Those are two of the thoughts that always come when it comes about that guy, hey, I was tripping on. So it's good I'm not thinking about hey anymore, but it's kind of sad because it's like, okay, look at me. New situation. Internet friend. Assigned to male at birth. Hot as fuck in the way I like. And also very sweet and interesting and seems to give a fuck about me. At least to an extent. And I like them. And just, I don't know. Anyway. I'm sure it'll be fine. All I know is I need to catch a dick. I need to just be their friend for now, limit interactions, not no more flirtations, just purely homies, and probably distance myself if I fully need to, because I don't want to have jealousy get in the way of like my friendships or tear me apart from people. And then I also need to catch a dick. I need to get laid, because if luckily the guy I'm going on boring dates with, he's nice, but you know, let's call a spade a spade. Like he wants to do some sort of cute getaway soon, and I'm considering it. It's like, fuck. It's like we haven't even kissed yet, but we're planning a getaway. How interesting. But regardless, I need to catch a dick. Otherwise, I'm gonna do stupid things. Like next thing you know, I'm gonna like. Do you know how many times this year or even last year, or the year before that, or just ever in my life, I've had friends that end up that like I'm just saying. Do I want another situation where I have a friend and then get rejected by them and it sucks and it hurts and it feels weird? Or have a friend where we have a thing but it never goes past a certain extent and it gets sexual or some sort of weird romantic but not truly committed and then I get fucked up and weird or like just I'm just saying there's a lot of fucked up options there. And I'm just saying I don't I want to do what's healthiest. And I know it's like, hey, isn't it kind of fucked up to just assume that you're too bad for someone and not let them make that choice themselves? I've talked to them. They hate themselves over the people they already gave chances to before. So even if I end up being one of the healthier mistakes they make, I would probably prefer they don't make the mistake at all and find someone else. And I'd rather just be like, let's see how this friendship goes for a few years and I don't know, because it hurts enough to lose a friend. I already had to deal with some massive friendship betrayals last year, as well as romantic betrayals. And let's just say I want to just keep it where I have a friend to be like, hey, how's it going? How's your day? How's life? Here's some funny messages. Hee hee ha ha. I don't want it to be like endless yearning or when are we gonna get married or da 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 da. I like it's like I'm sorry. You seem so lovely that I know that you should not deal with me. I have to go torment the souls of men with big wallets and to no thoughts in their brain about anything else but fucking bolognese pasta and antipasto. I need to go torment stupid motherfuckers with money. I think you are a lovely, intellectual, handsome, charming, funny, cute, enchanting individual. And I have a lot of healing and or breaking to do, and I cannot date you. It's funny how as I say that, someone outside breaks the glass hella loud. let's just say it's like I think I need to. I'll put it this way. I've said this analogy before, but I guess it fits, so I'll say it again. You know how I said I feel like a broken glass that hasn't been picked up? Well, sometimes I'm good at gluing myself back together, but then imagine you just keep dropping the vase and dropping it and dropping it and dropping it. Like you've heard about the process of kintsugi, right? Where you drop a vase, but then you reseal it with gold lacquer so that then it looks like a beautiful masterpiece and its cracks get filled with better things because of it, right? Well, imagine if you just kept smashing the shit over and over and over and over and over and over, and then it's like eventually it stops being like it's like okay, now you've got a vase that's made mostly of gold. If you're lucky, if it's strong enough, but what if it's not strong enough? Then you have a vase that has crumbled into dust. And let's just say, no matter if I'm like some amazing vase that needs to break a few more times until it's an entirely new fucking ship of Theseus ass vase where it's now just made of entirely gold with just little powdered flecks of like the original porcelain mixed in, and I transform into something else, or whether I am just a vase that's been smashed to smithereens too many times, where now it just needs to get ground up really hard into a powder, then you add water, then you make it into a clay, and then you rebuild an entirely new vase from the ashes of the old one. I'm just saying, I think I want to go through a change first before I date them because I want to make sure I am mentally healthy, stable, and that I'm not going to hurt them. So, and I would probably be able to get over them a lot sooner if I was able to just get post nut clarity. But no, despite ovulating and having two fully charged vibrators, and like I don't know, my pussy and my clit just aren't working. I have no idea why. So guess I'll just have to do the old fashioned way: get over your crush by fucking someone else and getting some distance and all sorts of stuff. And then I'll move on, and then there will be no more jealousy, and they're back to being a friend, and maybe I'll get lucky and forget how good they look and how nice they are, or and stuff like that. Okay. Wish me luck. Bye. Thank you for listening.